Hi everyone, it's Sky. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a dream address tour of an incredible Springcore island called Cupid Isle by an amazingly talented creator, Raven, and their socials will be linked in the video description. Make sure to check them out and give them a follow. Again, they're just very talented, and if you enjoyed this video, also make sure to give it a like and subscribe to help out my channel. And we're just gonna get started on our tour by checking out the map. This terraforming already. We have the creators rep Raven, and then their villagers Bunny, Kabuki, Stitches, Pearl, Lolly, and then Marty, Goldie, Joey, Sylvana, and Kiki. And lots of winding paths and winding streams, and most of the terraforming seems to be on the second and third levels. I just absolutely love how this entire island is laid out, and the terraforming is incredible all around. A nice view right here as we make our way over to the airport. I love the choice of flowers that were used, and I love these early fall weeds. And we've got a yellow airport, which is very fitting to the theme. And again, these fall weeds are very fitting with the spring, so it seems like this creator set their game in early fall, but these colors are very Springcore. And then we have this natural seating campfire area on the beach, and I love how natural this feels as well. And then all of the codes on the beach really tie this all together, and it's very cohesive to the rest of the island. I love that little seating area. And over behind the bamboo tree we have some nice terraforming. I just love little details like that really make these islands feel even more like a hidden forest, hidden terraforming, and simple things like that really just make me go, wow, this island is amazing, which it is, but especially little things like that. And so I love the matching of the stone bridge to this natural ramp and this pathing. I wouldn't have thought to use grain street lamps in a Springcore island, but every detail chosen I think works so well with the theme. The dropped items and then these custom codes on top of the dirt path are all gorgeous. I love the way that this dirt path kind of winds through the island, and that way it kind of shows up on the map too, which makes the map look really amazing and also gives you direction through the island. But I love the look of it as well. And we have a little seating area over there. I love the code on that hammock, and then the sunken waterfalls over here, some more beautiful terraforming. Just gonna walk over here and check out these little sunken waterfalls. And making our way back to the rear of the island, coming across the Able sisters, and I love how this is decorated, kind of simple but a little bit of city elements, like it's somewhat of a town in the middle of a forest. And we have a bunch of the dropped items, mushrooms and flowers, and I feel like those all bring everything together. I love the use of mushrooms on any island, but especially all of these white and greens and yellows all pulls everything together. And this Nooks is super beautiful. I love this little almost playground area and the vending machines in the background. The Nooks itself is very hidden and tucked away behind the trees. And then we've got the outhouse back there. Again, just these little details like the utility pole and the outhouse and the vending machine that makes it feel like we've brought a little bit of the city into the middle of an abandoned, overgrown forest. So now we're just going to make our way over to this peninsula over here, and here on the peninsula we've got a little camping combo fishing area, and this is absolutely beautiful. I love how the seat and the fishing rod are all facing out towards the ocean, and then we've got more little fishing spots here on this beach facing the ocean, sort of like the little camping spot extends down to this beach and also the beach behind it. I love how these decorations were kept simple and natural, just some things that would be on a fishing beach. And then over here some more flowers and grass codes, and then we've got some fish items, including this whatever type of shark this is, I'm not sure. I used to do a lot more fishing and bug catching in the beginning of the game, so seeing stuff like that makes me really nostalgic for the beginning of the game and those types of activities. I'm more focused on designing and creating islands now, but I think all aspects of the game are really fun, and fishing makes me really nostalgic for the beginnings of the game. So making our way back over to the path that we didn't take, gonna go up this natural ramp to the third level of the island, and we have more beautiful details. I love the book that's placed on top of the mush low stool and the tiny library, more utility poles and street lamps. Again, just tiny little elements of feeling like we're a town in a forest, which I really love. And I love all the cohesive details that were brought into this island, like the use of mushrooms everywhere and the consistent pathing throughout the island. And here we've got the actual camping spot. I love this, how you have to hop over the little creek to get here. It's hidden, it's towards the back of the island and just tucked away between the trees here. We've got a barbecue and a bike so that they can go biking around the island. I also love that flower code that's placed in front of the campsite. Makes it kind of look like a rug. And then more hopping around, sitting on this little swinging bench on the back of the island. I also love when people use the floating blocks to put doll houses on top of them to make the trees look like they have little floating houses on them. I love when people use that. Gives more dimension, I think. And this is also another cute little hidden seating area, stargazing it looks like. And then just kind of wandering our way through the island. I also love that there are all different sizes of trees, and then chopped trees, chopped cedar trees, just all different kinds of things to add. So many layers of dimension to this island, and I love all the terraforming. These little streams are my favorite, and then this view was one of my favorites on the entire island. Beautiful little fishing spot, and super inspiring as well. And then just going back again, probably not going around this island in the way that I was supposed to, but I had fun wandering around. And even though I kind of got lost in this very foresty, overgrown island, I feel like it still has a nice flow because you can get back to where you were and kind of find your way around. So I really love the flow of this island. I mentioned it earlier in the video as well, but I absolutely love the color of this grass, just being between kind of green and yellow with the game being set in early fall. I feel like it works so perfectly with some spring islands because the shades of green throughout the year are so different, even just from month to month. So these colors are beautiful and fit the theme very well. And we're just gonna make our way over here and kind of just wander around, make sure we're not missing anything. There's this beautiful laundry area down by the river over here, and some more terraforming that's lovely, and more beautiful details, just making our way back over to this area that we've already been in. But again, I just didn't want to miss anything, and so I spent a lot of time kind of wandering around this island, even a lot that wasn't in this video. I spent a lot of time on this DA, so we're just making our way around and enjoying the ride. I feel like sometimes you just visit a DA and you're like, okay, I can just leave my character here dreaming on this island, and every time I open my game, I'll just be on this DA, and I know it doesn't work like that, but sometimes I have that thought where I'm just like, all right, I'm just gonna dream of this island constantly, and I'm just gonna have my character pretend to live here for a while. And you know, it's fun to imagine, because a lot of these incredible islands are much better than what I could do. Even though I feel like my islands are very pretty, I just am always in awe of the talent in this community. And just checking out the map here again to see where we are, and just where all the villager houses are to make sure that we're not missing anything. I love how this one is tucked in between the cliffs. I love the teddy on the cliff over there, the big teddy. I think that's a really cute little detail to add. In more doll houses on floating bricks. We're just gonna hop over here, and we have the creator's house with a beautiful yard. Live in the green dream, Raven says. Their rep is adorable, and absolutely love the way that this house is decorated. It all felt very cohesive with the theme of the island, more yellows and just cozy details. I love the items on the walls, like the tapestry and the mushroom wreath, and I love the layout of this interior, how the main living space was put in the center of the room, and there's so much furniture that fills out the room, but it doesn't feel too crowded. And I also really love the writing space desk over by under the window. And then here is a laundromat, laundry room. I love the use of the climbing walls here to break up the space, and then the public bench and locker, and even the yellow washing machine. And here we have a gorgeous kitchen, so detailed, and all of the items on the wall, again, just really bring everything together and make it so cozy. I really love this room, and I love how everything in this house is so cohesive, not only with the island, but with the rest of the rooms as well. And here we have a beautiful springtime bathroom, lots of green and yellow to keep with the theme of the rest of the house, and more lockers, beautiful wallpaper. Up here is one of my favorite bedrooms I've probably ever seen. I just love the layout of this interior. Again, I really think that it's smart, and just the items that were used, the tree standee, the curtain behind the bed, and the different patterns on the floor. It's also beautiful. I love all the tiny streams on this island, and the fact that they incorporated so many ways to hop around the island. You kind of have to hop in order to get some places, and I think it adds a lot to the whimsicalness of the island, and I like that. So coming over here, we are approaching Joey's house, I believe, and we've got this adorable little duck pond over here. Again, I really love terraforming like this. That just makes me really appreciate this game even more. Just simple little ponds like this, and I love the way that this space was used. And a little hammock for villagers to come and relax by the pond or fish by the pond. And here's Joey's. This looks like a tree house. Really amazing. Actually, really big tree house. I love that. So we're gonna go over to an area that we passed by earlier but didn't fully explore. And here's that laundry area by the river that we saw, sort of a different perspective. And then we have this little painting spot by the river. I think this is adorable. I love all these little areas and details. I'm gonna sit here and paint the Mona Lisa, or you know, the girl with the pearl earring. I love how well every space is used. Everything feels like it is supposed to be there. Every detail feels like it has such a purpose. I just am in love with this island and the way it feels so natural as you walk through it, all the terraforming. And here's Silvana's house. I love this yard. And the little iron garden chair and table so she can read. Super cute to have the wedding arch kind of between two areas as a transition between two villager houses. And then Marty's little house. I love that he has a tiny little mushroom farm and then a small seating area for him. We're gonna go back over this diagonal bridge, and here's Bunny. Hi, Bunny. Bunny says, "You shall not pass." But we're gonna go back to her and talk to her for a second anyway because she's cute. And I love how they always are kind of meta in dreams. Totes dreamy, bestie. Like, they are aware that we are not there. Whenever I'm walking around any island that isn't my own, I always feel like they are so big compared to mine, and this island is no exception. So if I missed anything, I'm sorry about that. I hope I caught it all. We've got another really pretty view right here, and kind of some park vibes right here. I love how almost every bridge that I've seen is a diagonal bridge. Gotta love those diagonal bridges. And we've got the land bridge over here. It's like a single tile land bridge, which I think is really unique. I love this area. I think this terraforming is gorgeous. It leads to an area that we already visited, but I did want to walk back over it and show you all that land bridge. I also just want to talk about for a quick second the lighting that was chosen for this dream address. Super beautiful sunset colors, and I don't know if everybody knows this, but as you spend more time in a dream address, the colors will change. So if it's set at like 5:30 p.m. and you leave your switch and don't wake up from the dream for multiple hours, then you'll come back and it'll be dark on that dream address. One time I actually was visiting a dream address and forgot about it, left my switch overnight, and when I woke up I was still on the dream address and it was early morning instead of, I think it had been like 3 or 4 p.m. that the DA was set in. So that's something interesting. I'm not sure if everybody knows that, but time does change if you stay on the dream for a long time. We had some villager houses we saw back there, and I love this walkway with the floating bricks above it. I think that's so creative. I love the way that that breaks up the space and makes a sort of transition. We are coming up to a little beach cafe that uses some of the Sanrio items, and I also love the use of these face cutout standees. I love seeing people use those all over their islands since that update came out, and I love that this space is blocked off from the rest of the beach with the fencing and the lighthouse in the background. Super adorable cafe and lovely details chosen here. Over here on the other side of the transition space, love this villager yard, so fun and so cute. You can tell how much thought and attention to detail went into decorating these villager homes. I absolutely adore this island. It's just one of my favorite Springcore islands ever. This creator is incredibly talented, so make sure to check them out and see, some of the new stuff that they've been working on because it's incredible and they're so talented. And this little seating spot is so lovely and so many beautiful views on this island. I just had the best time touring it. So thank you for letting us tour Raven, and thank you all for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!